Hi everybody and welcome back to my backyard once again. Today I'm very excited to finally review a new drone from DeepSpace, the Roc 4. And since I have loved every drone from this company, I'm very curious to see their spin on the 4-inch 4S sub 250 long range tiny drone. It comes nicely packaged with the accessories on the bottom. You get stickers, flight controller pinout and instructions, 2 sets of Genfan 4024 bi-blade propellers, and they even come with the screws to mount them. An extra very nice looking battery strap, camera mounting grommets for 04, 03 and analog, a spare clear battery pad, a couple extra screws and the plug for the receiver. And finally, let's check out the drone, which already feels incredibly lightweight, especially without the camera. When you put a 4 Pro, it will weigh around 172 grams, which is incredible. Finally, some effort into making real sub 250 drones. And I believe this will be the lightest 4-inch I have seen so far, of course, with the 04 Pro. Still, the materials are great. You got an aluminum front canopy. The frame is very stiff. I don't know what kind of carbon they use, but it's 3.5mm thick arms, 1.5 top and bottom plate, and a 2.5mm mid plate. Front and back antenna mounts, the GPS one and the landing fit are 3D printed TPU, and the side covers are 3D printed multi-jet fusion. In the front it has a M10 GPS, which is far from the antennas, so this will have perfect signal. The motors are DeepSpace Ether 1404 3000 kV. The flight controller is an all-in-one. It's called Talos F7 with 40 amps 32-bit ESCs. It has a buzzer on the bottom and the USB-C is routed at the top. And boom, the 04 is inside. The drone still feels super lightweight and the mount is really nicely made. It goes from this kind of 5 degrees all the way to these 35-40 degrees, so there is plenty of swivel range. I'm gonna fly with these two kind of batteries. First of all, a 720 mAh 4S HV, which is 239 grams on this drone. You can go maybe with a little heavier battery, still HV. On the other hand, the 850 mAh 4S is 270 grams on this drone. We're gonna get probably 5-6 minutes out of the little one and 8-9 from this little bigger one. You can put way bigger batteries, 1100 milliamps or even lithium-ion 4S packs, but you're not gonna be sub 250 with those. But still, this kind of drone flies 20 minutes with one of those packs. Wow, the satellite acquisition was incredibly fast. You can see it has been on for less than 1 minute, and first time arming, first time turning it on outside. Okay. We have a very light battery now, the 720. It makes maybe more noise than I anticipated, but it's very low pitch. Wow, it's quick. I can see a little bit of vibration. Now today it's a little breezy day, not very breezy, but a little bit. But I wasn't expecting, do we have the speed? No, we don't have the speed. I have to put it. Next flight, I'm gonna put it because this thing seems to be quite quick. It also makes quite a bit of noise if you can hear it. I didn't expect it. Because it has 1404 3000 kV motors. They are not that different from all of the other 4 inches. Flight-wise, it flies better than the Flywoo, probably. I'm gonna test it in a second. But maybe worse than the Rate 4-inch. That drone, now they have spare parts available, but it doesn't come with a GPS, it doesn't come with 04, so it's a little bit less bind and fly. Let's try the return to home, see if they put it correctly. It's climbing correctly. I went very high, so the drone is gonna go as high as I went before. The drone, the GPS doesn't have a magnetometer if you're interested about it, which is a little bit less future-proof for drones that you want to put for Betaflight 4.6. 5.6, I don't remember, the new beta flight, the one with the position hold, but the GPS on this drone is very well tuned, and still you will be able to put that kind of beta flight and the position hold, because the magnetometer is used for establishing your heading without having to fly in a straight line. Without the magnetometer, you have to fly a little bit before you can fully trust the position hold. This is my first time flying this drone, and I can see a little bit of shaking in there, but it's way, way better than the Flywoo. Oh! Ah, come on. Well, for being a 4-inch, which is mostly aimed at efficiency, it can still fly quite good. I'm pretty sure it's better than the Flywoo. Especially with the 04 Pro, they kind of adapted the old one to the 04 Pro. They made a very horrible mount. It had jello, and I wasn't really a fan of the new Flywoo for the 04 Pro. This probably doesn't have jello because it has the soft mounts, but you can see a little bit of shake at high RPM, but it's normal with these bi-blade propellers. It's actually very nice how it's flying so precise. Yeah. I don't know, I'm gonna rock this drone, pun intended, for a little while instead of the Seeker 3-inch and see how I like it. Okay, we are starting to get low battery, but we have been flying for... how long is that? Everything is clumped together. 5 minutes. As I said, I have been pushing. If you go this way, it's really, really efficient. Do we have an amperage reading? No, we don't. We have a ton of info on the left, but no actual useful info. I need to put a couple things more. Oh! Okay, I guess it's time to land. Wow, you can easily go 6, 7, 8 minutes with this battery if you go very slow. Wow. Time to fly with the 850 4S. Wow, it picks up satellites so quick, like 3 seconds after you turn it on. Crazy. This is a very, very good job. It appears to be, yeah, smoother with this battery. I can see a little bit of vibration. Let's see if it's jello or not. Now, I'm sorry, today is kind of late. Even the chicken are not around anymore. They are at home. Also because we have that fox problem still. Every night I come home, I see the fox parked in front of the chicken coop. And it's not very reassuring, but they are hopefully very safe in there because they have a ton of chicken wire. And I don't think the fox can do much against steel and iron. Yeah, I like this battery more. I forgot to put the speed reading and the amp because the sun is setting. I gotta hurry up because otherwise I will not make the video for today. But I read on the website that the max speed is 120 kilometers per hour, and I kind of believe that. It's totally believable. It totally looks like that. Maybe even a little bit less now. But I mean, for being what it is, it's going, and it's going efficient. So there is a lot to like about this drone. Now, is it better than the Tern from Gepard C? Probably yes, because that drone didn't get updated for the 04 Pro. So if you want the 04 Pro, you have the Flywoo as an option, which has a very bad 3D printed mount. This, or the Wraith, which is kind of... I want to say shady. It works great, but it's a little bit more DIY. Maybe that drone flies 2% better than this one, but this one probably is a better deal. Once you factor in the fact that it comes with a GPS pre-installed, you can get it with the 04 Pro pre-installed, and it comes ready to fly. The other one costs around 180 to 100 bucks. You have to put the 04 Pro. This one is 450, around that. And the other, you still have to put the GPS. So they cost very similarly. Ah, okay, this one is lighter. This one is lighter. So absolutely, this one wins. And it's a drone I feel like I can take with me and do the satisfactory freestyle with, because I don't do very hard freestyle. I do a little bit of cinematic, maybe I dive a building. Having a drone the way it's the same as the Seeker 3, but has a little bit extra efficiency, a little bit maybe extra speed, is not bad. It also makes less noise. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna again rock this drone for a little while and see how I like it. But I am scrutinizing this drone a lot. Really, it's very well made. I don't see really cons with it. Maybe the inertia feels a little bit different from the 3-inch. It has probably a little bit more propeller area and compared to the weight, so it acts a little bit more as a sail. I don't know. I can't seem to launch this drone. I don't want to crash on that. I don't know what I'm doing, but the drone is behaving nice. Of course, you can feel it being slightly looser than the 3-inch, and it's bi-blades at 4-inch with the same motor, if not smaller motors. But for what it is great. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, it is. Oh! It is tight enough. Okay. The battery starts to be on the low side. Probably we still have a couple of minutes. Let's go explore a little bit of the surroundings. Again, I'm sorry, it's the sun is setting, but the days are still short. It's winter. And this is what this drone is meant for. You go, you explore, you go long range, and maybe you drop a dive here and there. It's not made for crazy freestyle, and for this, it's great. Again, I am probably putting this drone on my backpack for a while, which is the highest form of praise I can give a drone, because it means it's useful enough for me, and it covers one of my needs, which is to have a freestyle capable, efficient drone that's up to 150. And I am still waiting for a good 3.5 inches, which I believe is the sweet spot between the freestyle ability, the speed, and the long range ability. This is a little bit too much leaning on the long range, but it's nice. We are talking about like 5% differences between these two drones. Okay, 6 minutes, we pushed it. Probably, again, you can go 8, 10 if you don't push this battery. And it's time for my final opinion on this DeepSpace Roc 4. I have to say I'm not particularly impressed, not because the drone is bad, but because my expectations were already pretty high. I know DeepSpace releases good drones, and this is what you want from a 4-inch 4S sub 250. And it's probably the best out there, or at least the one that makes the most sense, because it's the lightest, the one that flies maybe better, and it comes already with a GPS, it comes already with the 04, and the price is right. So it really makes sense. I don't find any negatives with this drone. They even cared about the weight. Really pretty good drone. If you're looking for something like this, it's probably the best option so far. And I'm gonna say it again, I'm gonna put this drone on my backpack for a while instead of the DeepSpace Seeker 3, because I don't need the extra freestyle ability that drone has, but I probably like more a little bit extra efficiency, and this drone delivers on that, while still flying pretty good if I have to do a dive or something like that, no problem at all. As always, remember to like, subscribe and comment on this video. Let me know what do you think about this drone and what do you think about this category of drones. If you want to buy something, check out the links in the description below, because clicking on them you help my channel a lot and also you get discounts. Thank you so much, stay safe and happy flying, bye!